come, you was fooling yourself. All right, in 3, 2, 1. We are live with another installment of Gator Talk Football with your host, Alex, who just so happens to be a little under the weather. And I am one of the guest co hosts, Mr. Green, and our good friend, Mr. Adam, is chomping cancer as usual. And we wish him nothing but the best. And we pray that all is well with him and his family as he goes forward and try and make a difference in this world. We need more people like him. And so, once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is in episode 9 of Gator Talk with the Florida Gators and the Texas Longhorns with a score of 49. Yeah, 49-17. Smoked us. So I just start from the beginning, being that it's going to be uh, close to a one-man show. So I make this as painless as possible. Um, Saturday morning at 11 a.m. Central Time, the Florida Gators took on the Texas Longhorns at home. The Longhorns was at home. They were favored by at least 20. I think they gave them 21 points. So it was a 21-point spread, and they definitely gave us a 21-point spread. They I mean, there's no other way to say it, but they demolished us. It was a thorough thrashing. They took us out behind the woodshed and they sent us home to our moms, for lack of a better term. Um, we played this game with a third string walk-on quarterback from Yale. And he gave it everything that he had. There was nothing much more that he could have did. A couple of balls got tipped. He threw 2 interceptions for 100 and something yard. I think he did complete about 12 passes, but that is not the story of the game. The story of the game Saturday morning in Austin was the defense. Once again, the defense, the woes, the problems that was fixed in the past reared its ugly head once again. And so we made a couple of stops coming out, in the first quarter. We seemed like we was ready to compete. Once we started rotating players, guys started getting pushed out of their gaps. Jordan Castell on the back end, the safety, the sophomore safety, which has started as a true freshman and as a sophomore. He has played more snaps than every Gator football player that's got on the uniform. And he had a super freshman season. Right now, we believe that he is going through a sophomore slump. Castell continues to bust coverages on the back end as a safety, which is the last line of defense. And I've been talking about this with some of my compadres as well. I understand that the best ability is availability, and he is always available. But the problem is Castell has a propensity to whiff. He whiffs on a lot of tackles that can be made either at the line of scrimmage or behind the line of scrimmage. He allows pass catchers, receivers, to catch the ball in front of him, and then he wraps them up. Or he will just all out have a brain fart and bust a coverage. So if you want something to look for against LSU, look for number 14 on the back end at safety. Look and check to see if he is lost. Check to see if he is in coverage. Because after about 16 or 17 games, he has proven that he is not a good coverage safety. So Billy got a really, really ugly issue on the safeties. Um, um, Asa Turner played the first quarter, maybe against Miami, pulled the hamstring, been done since. Haven't seen him none this year. Bridges, who was stepping up at that safety position, playing well. He got to play corner. He got to play star. He got to play safety. He's dinged up, along with a slew of other Gator players. So that's what I'm telling you. This game against Texas was not about Jaden Baugh, Jackson, Aiden Warner, the offensive line, moving people around in the second half. This game wasn't about that. This game was about the lack of trust within each other. Florida was playing third string defensive players at linebacker, D line, and safety. So Texas took on not a half strength Florida Gator team. They took on a wounded duck Florida Gator team. And when you think about it that way, you have to sit down and ask yourself, whose fault is it? And at the end of the day, you have to start from the top and work your way down. And the fact that we were straight with depth at the beginning of the season, but with 14 players on the injured list, unable to perform, 14 players injured, unable to perform, with a whole bunch of freshmen going in, true freshmen at that, red shirt freshmen at that, transfer freshmen at that, and a lot of those guys don't want to burn their red shirt, but it's only 4 games left anyway, so you can play these 4 games. The problem is experience. You got kids going up against grown men. So with that being said, that was the first issue. And I'll get back to my original point. There is not much to talk about with this particular game. There's very little that you can glean from it because we've seen what we have seen all year long. The moment Scott Strickland gives Billy Napier a vote of confidence, he goes out and gets his teeth kicked in thoroughly. I'm talking about woefully embarrassed. I was so glad that the game came on at 12 o'clock and it was over, because that was just a debacle. That was a thorough behind beating. They literally took us out behind the woodshed and gave it to us. And so I know those guys was ready to get up out of there. Unfortunately, we did get out healthy, but our pride was wounded. So the defense was the story of the game. The defense was the story of the game and the lack thereof. So um, I'll go ahead and touch on the offensive point, because I know that everybody's wondering, like, okay, so what did the offense do? And I'm glad you asked. So Aiden Warner, I mean, he did whatever he could. He made some throws. He missed some throws. He had some throws that he would like to have back. He had 2 passes tipped, which got intercepted. And so that was another issue. We had, 3 or 4 turnovers in the game, early and often. Early and often. So Um, they had some turnovers early and often, and um, we had a little bit of momentum, and we tried to go for a field goal, and once again, smack. Can't make a field goal when it count. Smack. Cannot make a field goal when it count. He does this repeatedly. If the game on the line, he gonna miss. If the game on the line and we can take a lead, he gonna miss. If we trying to get ahead in the beginning of the game to get some positive momentum going, he's going to miss. We need to make a kick in overtime. He's going to miss. We need to take the lead against Arkansas. He's going to miss. We need to take the lead at Missouri. He's going to miss. We go to Tennessee. He's going to miss. So I don't know. The offense is it's not a smooth ran program right now. You can blame it on injuries, you can blame it on players, but at the end of the day, it's one band, one sound, and everybody got to be on the same page. And you have to be uniform. And Florida is not a uniform outfit at this particular time. So I will say this, and I know Mr. Adam can appreciate this one. It was fun to watch the Gators play, the game against Tennessee, the game against Kentucky, the game against Georgia. Those couple of games was awesome. I was thoroughly entertained, and I was happy, I was thrilled. I was like, wow, he turned it around. I knew that even with him turning it around, it doesn't equate to wins. And yeah, we're not into moral victories, but at least we look better. So, that lets you know how far that the program has fallen. Um, it's just not a good place to be right now. Um, so the only thing we can do really right now is just look forward to the LSU game. Hopefully Aiden Warner can hit a couple of throws. DJ Lagway, well, he warmed up. He threw the ball, said he felt better than he felt all week. He never saw the field with that hamstring injury that he got. It's a grade 2 strain. They're hoping to get him back for the LSU game. But my advice to the Florida staff is if DJ is not ready to go, don't put him out there. I mean, we already getting, drug up and down the field. You should be able to come up with a plan as a coach that can limit what a team can do to you offensively and defensively. Case in point, Georgia Tech threw the ball. They threw the ball probably 10 or 11, 12 times. Ran the ball 48 times. They rushed the ball against Miami for 200 and almost 300. Let's just round it off 300 yards rushing. And they smashed Miami at home. Georgia Tech smashed Miami. The same Miami that came to Florida that could have been beat with this $10 million defensive line, went out there and got 300 put up on them. And we run Jaden Barr in a Wildcat for a grand total of one time. Never came back to it. Prototypical Billy Napier. And you wonder why everybody wants you to get an offensive coordinator. I mean, I love the guy. I love the coach. I love the man. You are an atrocious play caller. And I'm saying that because I love you. Billy, I love you. you just don't have that rhythm as a play caller to call the right plays at the right time. And that's okay. That's okay. You good at a lot of other things. You are good, So um, just take a step back. Get you a play caller. Let DJ spread the field and throw the ball so he don't have to be trying to run. And let's just get ready for next year because these next three games, LSU, Ole Miss, Florida State, anything can happen. Anything can happen. What we don't want to happen is to get embarrassed again. That's what we don't want to happen. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we do apologize for technical difficulties. We do apologize for some of the members being absent from the show, but I guarantee you that they send their love and they do appreciate everything that you guys do for the Disability Network program and platform. Once again, Alex, the host, he's a little bit under the weather, so he asked me to, do this episode 9 installment, and this is me just giving, my synopsis of what I saw, and and yes, it does have a bit of a piece of a rant inside of it, but nevertheless, I love my Gators, um, in all
and
weather, so it don't matter.
and and Adrian, I would try to add my point until uh, um I'm gonna hurry up and um add my point.
Yes,
I
sir.
I I I I I saw a a post on mm, probably mm, probably on one of the social media sites that got Slickland in,
Mm-hmm.
endorsed Billy Napier for 2025. So he's he's gonna be with with us for one more year.
Well, most pundits think that he will be back. I mean, he do deserve one more hurrah with his players, but the problem is, I mean, what does that look like? I mean, what does that look like? I mean, yeah, we got DJ and man, but I just so many people tired of losing. You know, it almost feel like we delaying the inevitable. So are we delaying the inevitable? And I don't mind giving him one last shot. I just have to prepare myself mentally for this possible letdown. I mean, Alex, if you in a boxing match, I mean, you do have a puncher's chance, but at the end of the day, if you done lost 8 of the 12 rounds and you don't got knockout power, you're probably not gonna win. So that's where we at. As fanatics, as fans, as realists, as enthusiasts. I mean, the writing is on the wall. DJ is awesome. The offense got the potential to be awesome. Defense got the potential. We don't have the coach to be awesome. That's that. I mean, if you're asking me, that's the only thing missing. Who's pulling the strings? Who's pushing the buttons? Who's calling the shots? I take Lane Kiffin over Billy. I take Brian Kelly over Billy. I take, you know, you got the brand
Uh,
new coach at A&M came in and kicked our teeth in.
oh,
Cristobal. I mean, everybody is out coaching our
and
coach. And
uh,
he is supposed to be the coach's coach. And
and
he's getting out coached.
um, can you repeat that one more time because I I kind of push the wrong button. What did you say about that again? I'm sorry.
No, we were just saying, I was just saying that we don't have the coach to potentially
Uh,
be all that we can be. I mean, it's coaching, bro. It's not the players. There's talent on that roster. We lack elite coaching. That's what's lacking. I mean, let's call a spade a spade. We are lacking elite coaching. I don't mind giving them another year. I give them another year. I give them two. Are you okay with the same results? I personally don't think he can get it done. I don't think he can get it done. I like him as a man. I like him as a person. I just don't think. I don't think. I don't think Billy can do it. I don't. That roster was the 12th best roster in college football. Think about that for a moment. 12th best roster in college football. 12. 12. And we 4-5
so
with the 12th best roster in college football.
so
We
so can
four
I
and five.
so so can I add my opinion to what you're saying so far? Um,
Yeah, yeah, I'm good. I mean, I'm done.
you
I
you
done pulled all my steam off. I'm good.
you
You
are
can give your point and you can take us out of here.
yeah, I think if 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 Billy Napier is not cut for this job, if he loses these last um what did you say, like
Last three games,
if he loses these
the
last
last three.
three games, you know, and it's already in the year four. Don't you think this coach has has um ha, has to 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 to, to, to leave eventually?
Well, that's the plan. The plan is to give him one more year with his players to lay it all on the line. You got one shot. Um, like Eminem say, you got one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. Don't miss it. You got one more hoorah, and that's next year with DJ Lagway and everybody that you bring in. You don't do it next year, it cannot be done. I'm willing to give him another shot, but
uh,
that's it. That's it.
do
Nothing
you
past next year.
do you think if if all these players come back healthy, we might be able to come back s- strong and at least make it to at least a a a ball game this year, or what do you think?
I don't know, Alex. I mean, I don't know. If we don't beat LSU, how we gonna beat Ole Miss? They score points. They got two or three great quarterbacks. They got an awesome defense. We don't beat LSU, we probably won't make it to a bowl game. LSU is our best chance out of the two opponents. And if
But
we don't beat them, we don't make a bowl game.
but if but if we so happen to win the you know these as as you said, we got LS, LSU, we got to win, and Old Miss, is that how how many games we got to win, or
Yeah, we need to win two more games out of the three games to be bowl eligible. So, I mean,
but
that's just it. It's cut and dry.
um but but uh like I was talking about with Mr. Adam on episode 8, we we only got three mm, people out. How are we gonna fill those gaps, to you know to to help the team out a little bit.
The team is in shambles, man. It sucked to say it like that, but we in shambles right now, man. We in shambles. We done reverted right back to Miami game, Texas A&M game. Like we reverted. Nobody wanted to play Saturday, so best thing to do is go back to the drawing board and recuperate and try and get it right for LSU. We'll be at home. We look forward to having a ruckus crowd, and we'll see what we can do against LSU.
Anything you want to say before we close this this game and put it to bed?
Only thing I got to say is go Gators.
Um,
Go Gators. That's it. Let's go. Get up and go. That's what I want you to do. I want you to get up and go. Do that for me. If you don't do nothing else, just get up and go. That's it. Shoot, man. It's
um,
embarrassing, bro.
so so if 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 you were the Gators, what is your keys? You know, for this game, you got any?
The only
Any?
key that's important for the rest of this season play with heart, play with effort. We don't have to get technical. Play with heart, play with effort. Get up and go. You got on the Gator jersey. Act like it. Get up and go. Play with effort. Play with pride. And that is my closing remarks. Get up and go.
um, do you wanna take us out and all?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay.
All right.
Um,
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, this has been
go.
episode 9 with your host, Alex Perez, who is just a bit under the weather. But as you can see, he chimed in because he cares about you. And as he told me, don't worry about him. He'll leave the light on for you. So, um, once again, it's episode 9 from Mr. Adam, myself, Mr. Green, and Alex Perez, your host in the Disability Network platform. We thank you. We appreciate you. And once again, get up and go, Gators, and go, Gators. Get up and go. Hit somebody. Y'all have a blessed day. Y'all have a blessed night. Y'all have a blessed morning. Reporting live, over and out. Peace.
Call the RS and rescue router. Well, unstop your drain and keep you cooler. If your heat goes out, just give us a call. We'll have you warm and toasty in no time at all. If you want clean air that's fresh and cooler, ARS and rescue.